We've all lost people we loved, and the pain of that can be distracting. But we can't let the pain stop us from moving forward without them, without her. Instead, we honor, celebrate her life, the gift that she was. Eir is a part of me, a part of us all. How do we dignify that? By living the rest of our own lives larger, better, bolder. We love, we laugh, we defend our world, and we fight for what is right. We do what she would have done. Homesteaders, hunters, heroes all, to Eir!
Eir Stegalkin, daughter of Einar Cliffstrider and mother of Bram Eirson, is a Norn ranger, tactician, artist, and visionary who traveled the world with her wolf Garm. Her totem is the wolf spirit. She led the guild Destiny's Edge and was well known and respected. However, the breaking up of the guild originally after Snaf's death and her lack of heroic deeds have garnered negative responses from some of her people until the guild's reunion, which led to the slaying of Zaitan, the undead elder dragon. Much of Eir's history is unknown. What is known is that her father died from an ice brood attack. Since then, she's vowed to destroy Jormag and the other elder dragons and their hordes. Years later, she fell in love with a Norn named Bjorg and had a child with him, whom they named Bram in 1309 AE. Knowing that Eir's legend was not finished yet, Bjorg offered to take care of Bram alone, so that Eir could fulfill that awaiting legend, something not uncommon amongst Norn. In the following years, she made a home for herself in the outskirts of Holbrak, where she carved statues for a living while searching for a method to combat the elder dragons and their minions, knowing that brute strength alone would not suffice. She teamed up with the Asura Snaf and Zoja, who were looking to create a new golem suit to combat the dragon minions and champions. Eir was hired to carve busts of these suits, but also was interested in helping them fight the Dragonspawn, the greatest champion of Jormag. They failed in their attempt, and the Dragonspawn led an assault on Holbrak and ravaged the city. Newt Whitebear, the head elder of the Norn, was forced to exile Eir for her recklessness. She could only return once she gathered real warriors and formed a new guild to fight the Dragonspawn. Eir, Zoja, and Snaf went to Lion's Arch and recruited an infamous arena prisoner team called Edge of Steel. They fought and bested them in combat, and so Logan Thackeray, Ritlock Brimstone, and Kaith joined the three in fighting elder dragons and their minions, thus forming the guild, Destiny's Edge. They assaulted the Dragonspawn, which proved victorious. With Eir convinced they were not yet ready to take on an elder dragon, Destiny's Edge traveled the continent fighting both dragon minions and champions, felling Morgus Leith and the Destroyer of Life over the course of a year. When the guild got word that Glint was a dragon champion of an elder dragon not yet risen, they marched towards the Crystal Desert. Glint, however, managed to convince Destiny's Edge that she was not the threat that they should face now, and that her former master, Kralkatork, was soon to awaken. They prepared to fight alongside Glint to defeat the elder dragon, but as it flew south and attacked Ebonhawk, Logan Thackeray was warned via telepathy that Queen Jenna was endangered. Eager to leave, Logan argued with Ritlock Brimstone and managed to slip away using a portal invention of Snaf's after Eir told him to do what was right, intending for him to stay. Though short one man, and warned by Glint that they had a chance if they all worked together, Eir decided to keep their plan, altering little to account for Logan's absence. The guild ultimately failed, with Kralkatork killing Glint personally, and the branded killing Snaf. Destiny's Edge broke apart, each member going his or her own separate way. Eir stopped fighting the elder dragons and blamed herself for Snaf's death. Years later, Kaith would attempt to reach out to the former members of the guild to reunite to fight Zaitan, who had become a major threat at the time. No one was eager to get back together, but eventually agreed to reassemble for the greater good. Eir attempted to reforge Destiny's Edge while suffering Zoja's criticism on her leadership capabilities. To fulfill this, she delved into the Ascalonian catacombs to retrieve Magdir to give to Logan in hopes of easing the tension between him and Ritlock. Additionally, she tried to make amends with Zoja by assisting her in protecting Snaf's legacy, but retreated when rebuked by Zoja, and went further north into the Shiver Peaks to fight the Ice Brood until death had claimed her, or at least that was her plan. She eventually ran into the Coden of the Honor of the Waves, where she met the Honor's Claw and assisted him alongside Cave in attempting to retake the Sanctuary from the Ice Brood. Eir realized that she needed to keep fighting, regardless of the losses she had suffered, and could not give up hope of defeating the Elder Dragons, with or without a fully reunited Destiny's Edge. Destiny's Edge fully reunited in the ruined city of Ara with the commander of the Pact, and took the fight to Zaitan's lair, where he was felled in 1325 AE. After Zaitan's defeat, Eir returned to Holbreck. During this time, she connected with her long-lost son Bram. Eir assisted Bram in fighting a new threat to the Shiver Peaks, the Molten Alliance, one of the groups assembled by Scarlet Briar in an attempt to serve Mordremoth. They began to bond while fighting their common enemy. But disaster struck when Mordremoth, the jungle elder dragon, began to stir in the heart of Maguma. The pack tried to get the upper hand before he had fully awakened, but they were caught off guard and the pack fleet was decimated. Logan, Zoja, Eir, and Traherne went missing. This is an account of Eir Stegalkin's final moments. We located the Mordrim Guard prison camp holding Eir. We fought our way in and destroyed the camp's ability to take and process new prisoners, but at a terrible cost.
Eir, head to the overpass. We can cut it off there.
We have to keep moving.
Eir Stegalkin, betrayed and wounded by Fowlin during the escape.
This way.
Mother, look out!
Eir fell in combat with a Vine Tooth, Mordremoth's elite hunter-killer. Bram stayed behind to perform funeral rites while the rest of my team and I pressed deeper into the jungle. In Eir's name, and to honor her memory, we are going to complete our mission and destroy Mordremoth. Her legend will be told between Norn and human alike. It will be sung by the Skalds until the end of time and written in the tomes of history. Eir was one of the many lives lost during our campaign into the heart of Thorns. The Pack's own Marshal was also felled by Mordremoth's corruption, but that is a tale for another day.
To a great warrior and friend. Goodbye, Eir.